Good morning, everybody. Ooh, that was hot. It's a little bit after 8:30. This is vlog number 78. Welcome, new people, if you're seeing this for the first time. I have to work today. It's also Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I might be making a card, and my sister really wants me to make my dad a card. It's like, I could buy one, but you're more creative. Why don't you make one? So maybe. I might go do that really quick. I work from 10 to noon, and then like 2 to 6. So we'll see what I can get done in between. I'd like to get a decent chunk of the helmet done today. I don't know if I should 3D print the curved parts in between or weld them. Welding them would be nice because it would be very durable to have it made out of stainless steel, which is what I would weld it with. However, if I weld them, I have to like hammer and pound into shape, the steel. And I probably won't be able to get the steel shape perfect either, which I would be able to do essentially if I 3D printed it, and then I would put a layer of like Kevlar on it so it'd be a carbon reinforced or it would be a fiber reinforced composite material, and then it'd be spray painted. It would be sanded down really well, so it'd be really smooth, and then I would spray paint it to be very, very shiny, so it would match the polished steel. So it would still look pretty good, I think. And as far as precision, I can definitely model it in CAD. That's not hard. But doing it and then 3D printing it should be easy. Be a lot easier than hammering out metal, because I'm not a blacksmith. I don't make medieval armor and stuff like that. I've seen people do it online, and it's a lot of work and it's a lot of practice. I'm not sure if I can figure it out perfectly. So I don't know. Let me know below what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll consider it. Yeah, just got back from work. It's 6 o'clock. My back, for whatever reason, is killing me. I don't know if it's because I slept downstairs because I gave my sister my bed last night, or if it's because of wearing that thing yesterday. I have no idea, but I got like some muscle spasm going on. I'm really hoping to get the hinge system for the faceplate done today. Really like to do that, at least more than I have done right now. Guys, I need some tungsten light in here. I need some blue light somewhere in this house, because I love the way this orange reddish light over here in this area looks, but it's too orange at night. I need some blue light in here. Eventually, I'm gonna build all over all my stuff RGB lighting into pretty much fucking everything. I just haven't done it yet, especially in the garage. I want to have it everywhere. The shop, especially in the shop. All right, guys. So I've got the first hinge part. So there's like, at the top there's a hinge that kind of like hinges up, and there's going to be another one that kind of holds it out at the right angle, right? So there's that part that comes down the middle, and there's like a small one that brings it up and over, and then there's another one that's going to be bigger that just brings it up and kind of gets that the angle coming up from like to here, right? So I got the first one there, and that first one is the one that should be driven by a servo motor. So that one's going to be driven, and there should be one motor, and it should come across. There should be one on each side, and the servo motor will be in the middle on that part that comes down, and it'll control and lift up both the small ones, and then there'll be a bigger one to guide it up. That's the goal. So I have the first one, the small one that's lifting. I have that one made. I had to chop down some parts and take down some of the double layering parts because I couldn't get it to go over without doing that, but it's working now. Sorta. It's not very pretty. I still haven't filled in the other side and stuff, and I haven't added any of the spots for how the servo is going to mount in there yet, but let me show you guys what I got so far. Alright, so if we look in here, this little spot right there, that's the hinge part in there. So if I come back out, you'll see that there's how the plate would be up right there. So this part in here would fit into this part right here, and so you're seeing how it'll lift up and come in and out. So if I go backwards here a bunch, because I was fucking with it, you'll see how it goes back down. So you see how it goes, well, sort of, there we go. See how it came back down? And then here it would be with the body. So that right there is kind of the thing. And then I need the eye parts still going on, and then I'm really leaning towards doing metal on it, guys. I think it'll just be a lot more awesome to do with metal instead of doing 3D printed parts. It'll be more difficult though. For sure it'll be more difficult. Alright guys, so we're getting there on the faceplate. I worked most of the day today, and that's what I got done today. Didn't finish it. Would have loved to have finished it. Probably will finish tomorrow. Probably will finish at least attempt 1 tomorrow. I think that's true. I'm still, like I said, I think I want to do metal on it. There's going to be some parts that have to be 3D printed, like those caps. Like, so remember the cap that goes back here, and then there's 2 more on the back of each hip. Those caps hold all the bolts in. So there's some parts that have to be 3D printed, and then those will be sanded and spray painted, and they'll be shiny. I just feel like that faceplate really wants to be made out of metal. You know, like you could do it out of 3D printed, and you could paint it, and then it would look cool for a little while until it got some dings in it and got some scratches and didn't look as good. But making it out of stainless steel would just be sexy. You know, it wants to be matte. Like, how can you make Iron Man's faceplate out of plastic? You know, it just doesn't feel right. That being said, it's gonna be insanely difficult to manufacture by hand. So I still don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm leaning towards metal. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos today on like metalworking with hand tools. It's definitely possible. If I had a Tormach, which is the CNC mill that I want, I would be able to machine out 2 stamps and then put a piece of metal in there and use a hydraulic press to press them together, and I could actually probably stamp out the metal, which would be dope. I don't have that. But if I had a Tormach, I wouldn't be water jet cutting this, and I would just be machining the entire thing. Why would I be stamping stuff? Because I would just machine the goddamn faceplate. So that doesn't really make sense. Because that would be a lot cooler. That's how I'm going to do the Mark II, by the way. It's going to be all machined titanium, and that one will actually fly. Because it'll be a lot lighter because it's machined titanium instead of machined steel. So yeah, I really, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing on that yet. I don't know how I'm going to make the faceplate. It's going to be complicated because there's like, it's compounding curves, and then there's the cheeks that come in, and then there's cuts underneath the eyebrow, and it's all concave. It's a complicated part. I mean, you can make it in a couple different pieces and then weld it together. What I was thinking I might do is actually 3D print this, and then just buy a thin piece of metal, and then just do maybe a couple test pieces and see if I could actually sort of get one to work a little bit and see if it seems possible or not, because I haven't really ever done any kind of metalworking like that before. So that's the other thing. It's uncharted territory. It may not be that hard. I may do it and decide it's fucking impossible. So I kind of like to know that before I decide if I'm gonna do it on the entire suit. So there's a chance that I might go buy a piece of stainless steel and like a couple of hammers, and then you get like this leather bag full of sand, and you can tap shapes into it, and you can also get some other bucks and stuff. There's a couple different ways to do it, but I could probably do it with like give it a try for like less than $100. So I might do that. There's a good chance I'm gonna do that. I'll 3D print all those parts. Obviously I wouldn't be able to weld it to it, but it'll be able to see if I can hammer it out close enough to actually fit the parts that would be the metal struts that would actually be welded to, most likely. The other thing you could do is if you look at the Mark II from the Iron Man movies, which is the shiny one, which is kind of how mine's going to look. My Mark I is kind of going to look like the Mark II from the movie. It looks like it's riveted together. So I would probably just go ahead and weld it, because rivets are permanent too. It looks like some parts are bolted on. There could be the potential to bolt some parts on too. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. Get some rest tonight, and hopefully my back will feel better tomorrow. And in the morning, I'm going to add on that other piece, unless I get a wild hair tonight and do it. That'll be that other part that kind of supports it up. I'll put the mechanical parts in for the servo, and then I'll work on the mandible, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do on the faceplate. So that's the goal for tomorrow, is get those things done for the attempt 1 of the head of draft 2. If you can keep all that straight, you're awesome. If not, listen to me talk, and then when I actually build it, you'll be like, oh, I see what he was talking about. Yeah. Anyway, come back tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a great night.